international artist Ed Sheeran was performing on the streets of Bengaluru when suddenly there was a halt with the police official stepping in. It was a dramatic turn of events. Ed Sheeran's street performance in Bengaluru was halted as the police intervened, citing there's only permission for one song.
Drinking fast and then we talk slow. When you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a try. Now take my hand, stop, turn the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. Singing like, girl, you know I want your love. My love is handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in crazy, don't mind me simple. Let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Follow my lead. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet. Until my heart is falling to what? Loving your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you.
My colleague Imran is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Imran, what happened? You seem to be at the exact spot where the incident took place. This is the iconic 3rd Street and it's an international star that we're talking about. Ed Sheeran was performing on the streets of Bengaluru. No disturbance to anyone. A lot of fans also just listening to him and enjoying when suddenly the police official stepped in and unplugged the mic midway. What happened?
Well, absolutely. This is exactly where it happened, right opposite the metro here at Bangalore Metro and entrance to Bangalore Metro on Church Street, where Ed Sheeran was performing here at around 11 o'clock, where it was one song he had come. In fact, his entire team were there along with security. At this particular platform and juncture, Ed Sheeran was supposed to perform, but however, midway when he started the song, his plug was literally pulled by the Bengaluru police there. In fact, he couldn't even finish this song, Let's Shape of You, and it's one of his hit chart number, and Ed Sheeran was here trying to perform it. In fact, after the plug was pulled, Ed Sheeran addressed the audience saying that he had permission to perform for one song. However, it was disconnected by the Bengaluru police, and said he was visibly upset over it and apologized to his fans, and he left. And I was there when the entire incident happened, and it was nobody was expecting that Ed Sheeran was going to perform here. In fact, for almost half an hour his team was here setting up the whole entire equipment here, but the cops didn't stop. But as soon as he started performing, the cops came and pulled the plug on Ed Sheeran. Now, there has been a huge outcry on social media as saying that any city, cosmopolitan city, would have considered as a privilege that such an international artist, that too very popular and whose numbers are chartbusters on everybody's lips, a song, and he was performing in a cosmopolitan city like Bengaluru. However, in Bengaluru, he was stopped from performing, and that video has gone viral, drawing a lot of criticism on Bengaluru police and especially on Bengaluru administration.
Absolutely, being stopped midway. He was still performing and a lot of fans were cheering on the side, and suddenly the police official stepped in, didn't even let him complete his entire song. Let's take a look at what happened.
Love is the best place to find love is the bar is where I go. Me and my friends out at the table doing shots, drinking fast and then we talk slow. When you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a try. Now take my hand, stop, turn the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. Singing like, girl, you know I want your love. My love is handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in crazy, don't find me simple. Let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet. Until my heart is falling to what? Loving your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you.
All right, joining us over the phone line is Sanjana Galrani. Thank you for joining us. Sanjana, is it a crime to sing on the streets of Bengaluru, Ed Sheeran performing, and the police officials don't even wait for him to complete his entire song, suddenly unplug the mic while he was performing?
The version about the situation is that he had, Ed Sheeran had the particular police permission with him, and only after that he has proceeded with his performance. And I don't think he was there creating any kind of a nuisance. And it's quite harsh in case he had the police permission with him, and still if the cops have pulled the plug on him, then it's really, really very harsh.
Okay, all right. It was very harsh, but the police officials say that there was permission only for one song that was given. But, you know, the question is it a crime? Could they not have waited for a song to be completed? Because this is Church Street. It's not like there are vehicles flying and it's causing any kind of chaos. There are no vehicles on this road as well. It was just people who were enjoying the song. Why stop him, isn't it?
This does not, give a very good taste about the lives that people want to have in Bangalore. Like, we all want to be free souls. We want to be happy. We want to have a freedom to live. We want to have a freedom to express. And such situations really sadden the entire impression of the city globally, you know. If anyone wants to come to Bangalore for a holiday, they'll be like, no, that city has very stuck-up rules. Let's not go there at all. Globally, it's not a very good thing when things like this happen, or vandalism happens, or, activists are very harsh without any propaganda, just for the heck of it, to throw their power around.
Absolutely.
I definitely condemn this.
Absolutely. And, it looks bad for brand Bengaluru. Thank you for joining us. Shivani Kashyap is also with us on the broadcast. You're a singer yourself. Thank you for joining us. Ed Sheeran is a name that people across the globe know. And look at what happened in Bengaluru. He was performing midway being halted by the police.
Very humiliating, very sad. And also, he is after all a guest in our country, right? And he's a huge name and a wonderful, wonderful artist and a performer. Instead of, applauding him, encouraging him and welcoming him, this is very sad. This is extremely negative, and I don't know, it just gives a very bad light and reflection to our country. And however, we've just had such successful concerts of Coldplay. They performed in, they performed in Mumbai. They did 3 back-to-back concerts in Mumbai, which was successful and really left an amazing mark on their minds also. I mean, I'm sure they've gone back so happy and so refreshed. Even in Ahmedabad, they were welcomed and appreciated so much. Now, this in Bengaluru just sets the whole tone of our country's artistic bent of mind in a very negative way, negative light. It's not right, yeah. It's just absolutely, I completely condemn this.
Absolutely, because, Shivani, even Ed Sheeran himself has been posting a lot of videos, and he's been posting videos during his travel in India. So this is also making a mark internationally, because this is a name that people know internationally. So people have been looking at these videos that he's posting, and suddenly, if there's any conversation about it, it puts to a bad light not just Bengaluru, which was once known to be a concert hub, but also across the country as well.
Absolutely. In fact, yeah, across the country. And of course, after, as I said, after this Coldplay positivity and such an amazing, I think India was truly on the map with international artists coming in. Recently, even Bryan Adams had performed in Kolkata and Delhi. So everything has gone so well, and suddenly with this one little, not little, it's a bad incident. It just sort of, negates everything else that has happened so beautifully before.
Absolutely.
So it's not right, because people are really going to cringe and think 10 times before coming to Bengaluru to come and perform also, Even me as an artist,
Yes.
I mean, I love Bengaluru as a city. I think it's got an amazing vibe. People are so musically oriented. The weather is so beautiful, and the venues are so nice.
Yes.
So this act can actually, set the city back, in its entertainment and artistically also.
Absolutely. Shivani Kashyap, thank you for joining us. Brand Guru Harish Bijur is also on the broadcast with us. Mr. Harish, Bengaluru, once known as a hub for musical concerts as well. This is Ed Sheeran, who was only performing on the streets. He was not even allowed to complete the song when the cops were seen abruptly unplugging his mic.
Okay. Funnily, I am on both sides of the fence when it comes to the situation with Ed Sheeran. Firstly, as an Ed Sheeran fan, I do believe, his attitude was absolutely brilliant to say that he was literally like a commoner on Church Street and was performing solo. But when it comes to this business of the police acting, I really would not blame the policing system for doing this, fundamentally because Church Street is a street, and a lot happens on a street. Church Street with Ed Sheeran standing in a corner could become a risk. And to that extent, there are police licensing protocols. If you want to perform somewhere, you need to take that. Impromptu gigs such as this, I think if it happened with one song and left, I think that would be terrific. But then, after what happened with Allu Arjun in Hyderabad, and, with actually someone dying, I really wouldn't blame the Bengaluru city police for having done what it did.
Okay, but was it too harsh to stop him midway while he was still performing? Because it comes just weeks after, of course, we had the Coldplay concerts, big concerts. Yes, of course, the permissions are completely different. But in Bengaluru, already the brand has taken a hit, whether it is Trevor Noah or another band that had called off the show in Bengaluru because of the technical snags. So at a time like this, suddenly unplugging a singer when he's speaking, of course, the police officials say permission was given only for one song, but it's just another song.
Okay, let me put it this way. When it comes to the image of Bengaluru, I don't believe it is as bad as it is as far as the concert economy is concerned. Ed Sheeran is performing here.
Yes.
And I do believe things that have happened in the past due to various kinds of issues have actually definitely scarred Bengaluru. But, Bengaluru is not all that bad here. I live here. I mean, the entire city of 132 lakh people live here. And I don't think any of us do believe it's all this bad. But the point is this, possibly the fleet on street, the constable who actually looked at what was happening, it was his call, his decision making to say that, if it was going to become a risk, he would definitely have to, act. I think this can be explained only by the policing system of Bengaluru city, and the police commissioner of Bengaluru, I'm sure, is going to answer this at some point of time.
Okay,
but
all right.
I'm on both sides of the fence, finally, on this point.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Harish Bajur. Brinda Adige, activist also on the broadcast with us. Which side of the fence are you on? He was performing. Some say it was just a song. Is it a crime to perform on the street? Some say that permission was given only for one song. But the way the police officials intervened while he was still performing, while people were still cheering, the cops intervening and unplugging his mic.
I'm on the side of the citizens, and I'm on the side of the singer. Of course, completely accepted that permission was given only for one song, and the police have made whatever arrangements they have to make. But this man is an international artist, and Bengaluru has always welcomed artists of various genres. Today is Sunday, it is Church Street. We have so many people performing. Another one song, another 5 minutes.
Yes.
I'm sure the police could have been a little more considerate. There was nothing going to happen. Sometimes there is a fear. What happened in Hyderabad could also happen over here. But if you look at the kind of crowd that is there, easily manageable by the police. Today, police are called time and again to be community policing, where they are with the people asking and saying, you be responsible, makes our life and our job easier. And it is a complete disrespect to a singer, whoever, whether a national or state singer or international singer, to pull the plug like that is absolute high-handedness. I don't think that should have been something that the police went out to do just to show, here is my power and I will do that. There is no need, because there are the PR people. I'm sure he has his own bodyguards, and they would have all ensured that everything is safe. 5 minutes, they would be on the lookout. They are not going to be sitting and listening to just this man. They are also on the lookout to see that there's nothing happening, undue stuff that is happening over there. Everybody is safe. What is the need for these people to behave in this colonial manner? There was no need. Let us also keep in mind that the police are very overworked. But then we as citizens are also responsible and not going to make any kind of a galata or noise over there. One more song from an international artist, who doesn't like it? And it's, of course, free of cost, where I'm not paying a huge amount. It's small joys that people today have in this hectic life. And that behavior of the police is not called for. They could have been more professional.
Yes, absolutely. And Church Street is one street in Bengaluru that really comes alive on the weekends. And for Bengalurians, this would have come as such a surprise to see Ed Sheeran, an international artist, performing there so casually for everyone. they would be enjoying when suddenly the police officials intervened. Thank you for joining us. You mentioned that this is a high-handedness that should have been reserved for the criminals. Why stop an international artist midway during this song? The police say permission was for one song, but just one more song, or just let him complete. Why all of this anger towards him? That's the question that netizens are asking. With that, we're slipping into a very quick break here. We'll be right back. Do stay with us.